The Melbourne Regionals is going on right now. Well, I guess not right now, but you're watching this. It happened in the past, and while I'm recording, it's happening. And I knew Palkia was going to be good, but my goodness, if you told me that 8 out of 8 spots for top 8, and that's a lot of 8s that I just threw at you, if all 8 of the top cut was Palkia, I don't know if I would have believed you, but here we are. Hey everybody, Nick from VolcanTurtleTCG, and today we have another fantastic Wednesday webcam war with a great streamer who I am excited to play with today. And I'm going to be playing a deck that, based on the Melbourne regional results, might be the last time that I ever really get to play this deck. But before we get into it, we do have VolcanTurtleTCG, and if you're not familiar with VolcanTurtle, you can go check them out on Twitch, and I have the links to all of their socials, including their Twitch, in the video description, so please do me a favor, go check them out. Awesome person. And if you're in the mood to click stuff, you can click subscribe and leave a like and a comment on this video. It tells YouTube this is a good channel and other people should watch it. If you're in the market for some TCG accessories, I'm affiliated with Dragon Shield, so you can use the link in the video description to get yourself some awesome Dragon Shield matte sleeves. They're the only ones I use. You show up to regionals looking and feeling like a pro. And if you want to support the channel a little bit more directly, there is a join button. You can click to see all the different perks you get for becoming a YouTube member, but none of that's ever expected. Just you being here is enough for me. Now, with all that said, let's head over and meet Brandon from VolcanTurtleTCG. Brandon, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Hey man, not a problem. Thanks for having me. I love the channel. I love these webcam Wednesdays.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's honestly my favorite series to do because I get to meet all these different people, and I think that's such an important part of Pokemon, is meeting individuals and just kind of interacting. And I love to talk. Anyone who's met me IRL or watches the channel knows that I really can and like to talk. So hopefully, you know, a lot of other people feel the same way.
Oh yeah, I totally get it too. And you know, the funny thing about the webcam Wednesdays too is after coming through an age of what we've gone through with the era of Pokemon the last 2 years, it's nice to see people actually playing with physical cards again. I
really enjoyed this segment, but that's not why we're here. We're not here to talk about why I'm doing this. We're here to talk about Pokemon. And I know you've been keeping up with the Melbourne regionals that are going on right now. So we both know all 8 decks in Top Cut are Palkia. Did you expect that?
I'll be honest with you, I did not expect it. I have had conversations where I thought maybe Mew would not be in top 8 because of all the dark types, and this is one of our first regionals where Astral Radiance is completely legal. I knew Palkia was going to be good, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect it to be all 8 decks Palkia good.
Yeah, and I had expected 1 to 3 being top cut. If you told me like anywhere between 1 and 3 made it, I would not have been surprised at all. I would have been surprised if none made it, and I think everybody is shocked that all 8 are Palkia. That's crazy. So
oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Why do you think Palkia was so dominant in this event?
I think Palkia is extraordinarily dominant, at least in this event, because we're coming off of an era of just having Brilliant Stars and Sword and Shield and all that stuff, and there's not a lot of electric types that see a lot of play. And one of the few electric types that did see a lot of play that slowly started coming out of the metagame was Jolteon, and that's thanks to Tord Reklov and his bringing up Urshifu as a popular deck again strategy, and it worked because there's probably very few electric Pokemon there. And you mix that with the fact that you can easily run this with the Inteleon engine. It takes 2 energy, and you can swing 260 damage with 2 full benches. Yeah, Palkia is definitely a menace.
Yeah, and I think what's super important for Palkia specifically, whether you're playing straight Palkia, you're playing Palkia Ice Rider, and it's regardless of if you're playing mostly Ice Rider with a little Palkia, or you know, a heavy Palkia line with just like a 1/1 Ice Rider, this next part is the same for any of those variants, and that is you are not stuck in a Melanie loop where every turn you have to Melanie to set up an attacker. partially because most Pokemon are taking 2 hits anyway, and unlike Ice Rider, Palkia doesn't have to discard the energies to make the attack, but most of the time it's 2 hits anyway, and so you're not stuck on this Melanie loop that Ice Rider previously was because of Star Portal, which is such a strong V-Star power, getting those energies from the discard and powering up your Pokemon, or your water Pokemon specifically, in any way you want. And I think that is a huge, huge factor for Palkia.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it opens up a lot of options too. You mentioned Ice Rider VMAX, and I've heard a lot of players mention, you know, it's a 3-prize Pokemon. It does a lot of damage. You can swing up to 340 damage if you've got the Belt, Hawlucha, and a Leon. Yeah. And that card is insanely good. And I've heard a lot of players say, well, I wish I could Cheryl and heal my Ice Rider after I attack. With Star Portal, that opens up so many different options for new builds and new ways to build these water decks. It's such a great ability.
Yeah, and it helps you offset the prize trade because you can offer up a Greninja, Radiant Greninja, take out some consistency pieces on your opponent's bench by using that Moonlight Shuriken. Does 90 damage to 2 Pokemon, so you can take out Sobbles or Drizzles even, and you can send up something like Shady Dealings and Teleon, start hitting 120 to deal with things like Miltank, which can be kind of annoying for a lot of decks. And I'm not pointing any fingers at anyone or giving anything away, but Miltank is kind of annoying. So I'm curious, aside from Palkia, because the Australia, the Oceania region is always a little different. It's a smaller size tournament, and I don't know how many people are playing Palkia. So because you have like a small pool, there's a chance, and again, I don't know, that just a large portion of players are playing Palkia, or maybe only the best players are playing Palkia, and that happened with Urshifu, right? Was it Salt Lake City or EUIC where it was 5 of the 8 decks were Rapid Strike Urshifu because the best players brought it, and whatever the best players bring generally ends up what is in Top Cut. So I'm curious to know, do you have an idea, or maybe you know which one it is? Was it just like a super high meta pool for Palkia, or was it a handful of players brought it, but it happened to be the better players brought it today?
If you want my true opinion on it, I don't know if it's, I don't think it's just the best players brought it. I think it's the fact that we're coming into a new set that's completely standard legal for these big tournaments, and Palkia has generated a lot of hype when it was first announced, when people started pulling it. You look online, you look on, you know, like places like Burbank or places like Discord, or even if you're just in tournaments on Limitless or in your local scene, you're going to see people talking about Palkia. And since this is the first tournament where Palkia is legal here, for at least our kind of standard, it's been legal in Japanese standard for a little while now, you're going to see a lot of people saying, I want Palkia, we're going to bring Palkia, and that can kind of shift the odds of what the meta share is for Palkia. So I think it's just a lot of people brought it because it's the newest, hypest thing, and that's going to lead to results like we have right now with 8 top deck Palkias.
Which leads us to the following tournaments. So we have Milwaukee here in the US coming up soon, followed by NAIC at the end of the month in Columbus, which I will be at NAIC. So, you know, you look at these results from Melbourne and then you say, okay, well, how do I prepare for Milwaukee? If Palkia is doing this well, do you bring Palkia knowing that people are going to be targeting it? Or do you say, I'm going to bring a counter to Palkia because it did really well in Melbourne, so I expect it to do really well here? Like, what's the strategy for people who are going to Milwaukee?
I think if you're going to walk into Milwaukee and you see that Palkia is obviously doing well, and you're like, okay, I'll play Palkia, it's doing really well, a lot of other people are probably going to be saying the exact same thing. You have to take into consideration the fact that when it comes to that mirror match, who's going first? Because Palkia feeds off of each other, right? You have a full bench on your side, right, full bench on yours. That's going to be a very difficult mirror match, and it's going to be placed on big brain plays and who went first. And that can lead to a lot of different things. But if you're going to do that, you also have to consider the players like me who are going to say, I'm going to bring the counter. And that could actually make a lot of players reconsider maybe making that decision and probably going in a different direction. maybe something a little less played like Reggie's or Miltank Blissey.
Yeah, I know one of the decks that I'm heavily considering for NAIC doesn't have a real, like, true Palkia tech or Palkia counter. It just hits super hard, and in doing so can deal with Palkia and pretty much every other V-Star. So that's probably the route I'm going to be going. But it's always interesting to see, do you think, because Jolteon being probably the most popular electric type of the past year, still I don't think does that well against Palkia, because unless you can get some really early damage onto a Palkia V, you still have to two-shot it. You don't even one-shot a Palkia V-Star with weakness, because Jolteon's damage output is just so low. So do Jolteon decks start running something like a Raikou that can take a little bit more advantage of having benched, like, full bench spots, and then you can maybe Raihan to it, attach an energy, and then start attacking? Like, or do we go the flying Pikachu route or the surfing Pikachu? That, surfing Pikachu can be easily splashed into Arceus and Teleon, but now you're giving up a 3-prize Pokemon. What are we thinking?
The Jolteon thing, because while Jolteon does absolutely hit for weakness, it is a two-shotter. But the other thing that does come into perspective for that is the fact that when you're playing against Palkia, you manipulate their damage output just as much as anything else in the game, because you are the one that's also providing them that damage output by putting cards on the bench. And Jolteon really does rely on having a Sobble engine running, as well as playing things like Zigzagoon. So it is a difficult matchup. Is it impossible? I don't think so if you play your bosses just right, but it is extraordinarily difficult. And when it comes to splashing things like Pikachu, we've seen that kind of success all over the Japan circuit right now. There's been a ton of Pikachu being played just because they get into this matchup and they know, hey, at least I can hit for weakness, and they can't one-shot me, maybe. So it's definitely going to bring a lot of creativity to the current format, which I'm always excited for. I love seeing players be extraordinarily creative to find ways to beat a certain deck, because, I mean, for goodness sake, Mew was running everything for a little while there, and then right after that, the unexpected best deck in format was suddenly Urshifu, the card that's weak to Mew. And what happened? It's because players found that Urshifu pairs really well with Moltres, and that knocks Mew for weakness. And I find it really fun that players are going to find just really creative ways to counter the meta. So
that kind of leads us into what we're both playing today. And unfortunately, the deck that I've picked, Palkia counters immeasurably difficult. This deck, I'm playing Arceus Charizard because I do like I don't care what anyone says. I like Charizard. It was the very first Pokemon that I ever picked back in like 1998 when I played Red and Blue for the first time. So I had Pokemon Red. It had the Charizard on the cover. I picked Charmander as my first starter. I like Charizard mostly for nostalgia purposes, but Palkia is going to annihilate this deck. So I wanted to play because it might be the last time I kind of really get to use it. So, but yeah, that's what I'm playing. Charizard, Arceus, what do you got for us?
I've got breakfast, and I'm here to serve it. I brought Blissey and Miltank. So we brought steak and eggs. Miltank's a great card, stops the Vs from actually hitting it, unless you got a canceling Cologne, or you're playing some sort of counter to that, which isn't a V. And Blissey just hits for a ton of damage, but I've actually modified the list just a little bit to be somewhat different from what people might be familiar with the deck.
Well, I don't like that whatsoever, so why don't we just get right into it and start playing some games?
Let's do it, man.
All right, do you want odd or even?
I will take even.
Okay. That was a terrible roll. It was odd, but it was a terrible roll, so we're going to redo it. That was a better. It's still odd.
There we go.
So, I will be going first.
That sounds good to me, man.
Alright, let's see what we got in this hand. Okay. I can work with this.
Alright, please be a Pokemon in here. Alright, we got ourselves a nice mulligan.
Oh, boy.
Enjoy those extra cards, because that might happen maybe 2 more times. I think there's only 9 Pokemon in the deck.
What is it, just like 4 Blissey, 4 Miltank, and then some random Pokemon?
Ah, see, this is where the tech comes in. This is where the tech comes in. Do you want to be surprised if it falls off?
Yes.
Alright. It's only 3 Blissey, though.
I see.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
How funny would it be if you were playing with fire energies and you had like Radiant Heat Train in there just to like blow stuff up?
Uh-oh.
Is that it?
That's not what I'm doing. I wish that's a good idea. That's a good idea, though. I was thinking about building this with basic energy, and you just sold it to me.
Oh, no. I don't want this deck to get any better. Brendan, good luck.
You too, man. Let's go.
Oh, great. I'm going to take my 1 mulligan, and I will draw for turn. We're going to go ahead and quick ball away a fire energy.
Alrighty. I'm not looking forward to this move.
Let's see. Miltank has 110 health.
Correct.
We're going to go with our own Radiant Heatran.
Oh, no. That's the one thing that's actually extraordinarily scary. I think when Heatran was first announced, I think it got way less love than it deserved. It's a fantastic card.
I'm still not super sold on it, so this is its chance to prove its worth to me.
Oh, I think you might like it. I think you might like it. It might turn out to be great for you here.
So the cool thing about Radiant Heatran compared to Greninja and Hawlucha is that it's not affected by Path to the Peak like they are.
Yeah, and it's one of the only ones that are actually distinguished to be an attacker.
Yeah, which I'm interested in this. And I will attach a fire energy to this Arceus, and that will be it for now.
Alrighty, I will go ahead and draw for turn. I will use a capture energy on the Miltank. I'm likely not going to get the attack off.
I'm surprised there hasn't been like a... I mean, I'm not really surprised, because the whole idea of Blissey Miltank... Can we call it Missy? Can we call it Missy from now on?
Yeah, Missy.
Or Bliss Tank? Which one sounds better?
I've been calling it the breakfast special.
You've been calling it the Hungry Man?
Yeah, because like I mean it's steak and eggs, man. That's the perfect combo.
We can call it the steak and eggs or the Hungry Man.
I will quick ball away double turbo. Grab myself a... I'll grab myself another Blissey. Why not?
Sure.
Shuffle this up.
It's just so unfortunate and have that turn 1 magma basin.
Oh yeah, you did miss the basin, didn't you?
Yeah, this would be so much easier if I didn't.
I will research away a Lucky Energy, a double turbo, and a switch card. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards for me. And from there, I'm going to pass it to you, my friend.
Alright. I will draw. Not a bad top deck. We're going to Evo Incense into an Arceus V-Star for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And let's see. I gotta get a magma basin going. I can start getting energies over. So, I guess I'll Starbirth.
All right.
I also kind of want to do it before you throw down a path. So one of them is definitely going to be a magma basin.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely got to build up that Heatran when you're up against the tank itself.
And oh boy. I guess the other card will just be, it's going to be a double turbo, which I'll attach to this Arceus V-Star.
All right.
And I'll use the magma basin onto this Heatran. It takes 20 damage and now has a fire energy on it. Oh, I haven't shuffled yet because I'm going to Ultra Ball a fire energy and an air balloon to go get, I guess, another Pokemon, right? Like, I need something to target with Trinity Charge.
Yeah, I would say so. Probably wouldn't hurt, right?
I don't think so.
Because I think at the end of the day, if I find another Miltank and that Heatran gets knocked out, ooh.
The question is, I guess it has to be a Charizard, right?
Hey, he's the star of the show, isn't he?
Yeah.
How are you going to cook some eggs and steak without some fire?
And I'll boss up one of your Blissies.
Alrighty. Gonna have that one.
Sure. And I'll hit it for 180 with Trinity Nova and accelerate some energies to this Charizard.
Alright. 180 damage on my poor Blissey. I'll go ahead and draw for turn. Well, now I am in a predicament. Let's see here. Alright, so I know the Blissey's gonna go down. No doubt about that. So I think what I'm gonna do, I will attach a powerful energy to Blissey. And then I will play my Path to Peak.
That's fine. I think I used I think I used all my abilities.
You got the Starbirth off. We're way behind now. I will put a Cape of Toughness on the Blissey on the bench. And then I'm gonna Marnie.
Ooh, okay. I only have one card, so.
Okay. I mean, do you want me to cut it?
I mean,
I think that's such a weird rule.
I get it. I will tell you, it was a good Marnie because that was a research.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Okay.
Well, now I think I've got some heat in hand. We're going to go ahead and Trekking Shoes. One of the newer good cards. Ooh. I don't know why I drew two. There we go. We're throwing away the Yveltal. I didn't want the Yveltal to begin with. My brain was like, throw away, and then I kept it in hand. Yveltal's kind of useless in this matchup.
I guess I'm going to have to keep my eye on you.
Oh, yes, sir. For sure. It's been a while since I played with physical cards. We're going to Crushing Hammer here.
Oh, okay.
Please be a heads. It is a 3, so that is no good.
What were you going to target? The Radiant Heatran to kind of slow it down?
Yeah, I wanted to target the Heatran so that way you would have to put more damage on it over time, and perhaps I could knock it out with a less energy-filled Blissey or just a Miltank.
Gotcha.
That would have been, I think, the right move. Yeah, I guess from here we're just going to go ahead and Blissful Blast for, let's see here, it's 30 plus 20, so 60.
Right, because it's 10, Right, what does remind me? Blissful Blast does 10 plus 30 for each energy attached, and then the powerful colors does 20 more.
Correct.
Cool. All right, let's draw for turn. All right. Well, I'm gonna bump your path, throw a Magma Basin down.
That is fine with me.
let's see. I'm going to activate Magma Basin again. Get an energy onto this Heatran. And I might as well attach a double turbo to this Charizard. So that if I go into...
Oh, no.
And let's see. I'm going to energy search real quick. Just so I can see what's in this deck. Okay. So, I'm not going to get an energy.
Okay, you're going to fail it? Sounds good.
But I am going to Peony, discard a Bibro. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an experience share, which is my little tech.
Oh, no.
And we're going to get a research for next turn.
Alright, that sounds scary in all ways, shapes, and forms.
Because I'm about to take 2 prizes, so... And I will attach the experience share to my Heatran. Obviously, I can't play the research. But that's okay. I think we did enough this turn.
Oh, absolutely. You're definitely set up for next turn, no doubt.
And let's Trinity Nova for the KO.
My eggs! Alright. Let's see, I'm sorry.
Let's fry some eggs.
Yeah, for real. I'm going to offer up some steak next. We'll see if you can get around that. But Heatran's definitely looking like it can do it.
Oh, Heatran.
I will draw for turn.
40 damage on it, so it'll be enough to deal with that Miltank.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I don't think that steak's well done or medium rare anymore. I think it's just ash at that point. I'm going to Xiena's Resolve here.
Okay.
And I'm going to toss a double turbo and a powerful energy, and that'll allow me to draw 3 cards since you have 3 Pokemon.
Yep. But I'm not really concerned about the attack from Blissey anymore because you can't Raihan, so you could double turbo energy and hit okay damage, but you also can't boss to take out the Heatran, so I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Oh yeah, you should be feeling super good at the moment. But let me see here. Do I want to? Yeah, probably shouldn't do that. The questions are starting to come through now. I will attach a powerful energy to the Miltank.
Okay.
So that powers up our route attack. And I guess from there, I will attack with route. That will be 20, 40, 60 damage due to the powerful energy. 70 plus 10, sorry. So yeah, 70 damage.
70, got it.
Okay.
So I'm at 130. 130 damage taken. So I'll just put a 130 damage counter and I will draw for turn.
Alrighty.
Cool. I'm just going to go ahead and research Double Turbo and some Pokemon.
Alright. And now we're getting into the scary zone here.
Okay. Let's evolve into this VMAX.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not...
That's scary. That's...
I made a small mistake. I shouldn't have... I didn't realize that I don't have any more fire energies in my discard to Magma Basin.
Oh.
So I should have attached the double turbo that I discarded to the Heatran so I can take care of this Miltank. But I didn't. So now I just have to Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna pass.
Okay, I'll go ahead and draw. How much HP is currently left of the Heatran?
The Heatran has 120 health.
120 left, okay.
I was careful to not bench another Pokemon, so that route wouldn't be able to knock me out with another powerful, colorful energy or something.
Oh yeah, that's the right move. That's the right move for sure. Gets around a lot here. I think I'm going to quick ball away a Path to Peak. I'll let you keep your base in for now.
It's kind of useless at the moment.
And I will go grab myself yet another Miltank. Alright.
I feel that misplay might have really screwed me.
I'm gonna boss his orders out the Heatran. I'm gonna allow it to come up.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Not great.
Alright, and from there, I'll swing my 70 and make my peace with it.
Okay. So you're hitting. Yeah, this is not ideal for me. I got a little too excited, so we'll draw for turn. And because unfortunately, energy is prized. That's my issue right now.
Ooh, okay, I see now.
We are going to attach an experience share to this Charizard V Max.
Okay.
Let's Ultra Ball, a Research, and a Peony. I just want to get something out of the deck and see. I actually have no more energy in this deck.
Ooh.
So I must have, yeah, that energy being prized is killing me right now. So what I'll do,
that is definitely a very unfortunate situation to find yourself in.
yeah. I should not have. I should have just. I played an Ultra Ball, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a Moltres.
Ooh, spicy. Okay.
At least it gives me something.
Pretty much the fire type version of Hoopa. And Hoopa's been seeing a lot of play.
Yeah, this does 90 damage if you have any damage counters on it.
Mm-hmm. Which, in hindsight, is a little easier to pull off with Magma Basin than trying to do a bunch of switching shenanigans with Hoopa.
And I will research. And let's see. I'm going to switch.
Okay.
Back into Arceus here. And I will end my turn.
Alright, I will draw for turn here. I will go ahead and play Avery. You get to keep all your Pokemon, but I need cards in hand. Nothing good came out of that, I'll be honest with you. I will attach a Cape of Toughness to the Miltank on the bench. And you've got 130 on that,
Yes.
Alright, I'm doing
70.
I'm doing 20 more now because of the Moltres. So I'm doing 90. Yeah, you know what? We'll route. It won't get a knockout, so I'm happy with that.
That's an extra turn for you to find your boss.
Yes, it is.
Alright, I will draw. Okay. Now I can kind of make this happen. I'm going to retreat. I'm going to go both energies. And I'm going to bring up this Moltres. I'm going to Magma Basin. Right, because this has 110. So that will put me at 130. I'll get KO'd on an attack anyway. And now I can go ahead and switch.
There we go. Okay.
Into the Heatran. And I can Raging Blast for, oh boy.
Oh, that's a lot. We'll just say that the Miltank probably is going to need a longer visit at the Pokemon Center after that one.
Yeah, that steak is well done. I mean...
Oh, yeah. Alright, we'll bring up the Blissey. And we'll draw for turn. Okay. I will research away 2 Hyper Potions, a Switch Cart, and an Avery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, don't forget your prizes.
I took it. It's funny because I took it off like on the graphics on the display, but I forgot to grab it.
I'm gonna Crushing Hammer here.
Okay.
Please be good. It is a 2. I don't know if you can see that.
I can.
All right. We're going to get rid of the double turbo energy on the Charizard VMAX. All right. From there, I'm going to attach a powerful energy to the Blissey. And you've got... How much HP is on that Heatran?
Oh, God. If you hit me for... I have 130 damage, so 30 health remaining.
Okay, it's an important question because I'm going to be playing the new tech, the Sureshire Bath.
Oh.
Because I'm going to reduce damage done to you and myself here.
Right.
But I am swinging for 60 damage here, so I will be doing that.
Right, and even with the reduction of 20... that Sureshire Bath provides, it's still 40 damage to my Heatran, which is enough to KO it.
Correct.
Okay. Now...
And I take my first prize card.
I get an energy over to this Charizard. And because of experience share.
Yes. Oh, he is scary. That is a big lizard.
I'm going to send them up. And you take your prize... So let me remove that.
All right.
And I will draw for turn. I'm going to Magma Basin to get rid of your Bath. And Blissey has 300 health, yes?
Correct. It has the Cape of Toughness.
Okay. Well, I'm going to Raihan to this Charizard.
Oh, no!
So you getting rid of that Crushing Hammers actually made me do enough damage to KO this Blissey in one hit.
Oh, the plays. Oh,
no. And I get to search my deck for a card. Which will be that. So. We're in business. We're back in it. And we will... Oh god, I feel so bad, but we're gonna G-Max Wildfire for 300 damage.
My poor Blisseys have just been mutilated in this game.
And I will take 2 more prizes.
Alright, it is now all up to Mr. Cow. I will draw for turn. Check my discard real quick. Okay. I will go ahead and attach a Lucky Energy to the Miltank. And then I'm going to Professor's Research here.
I feel like we both don't have a lot of cards left in this deck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my hand is bigger than my deck at this point.
Which decking you out might be a legitimate strategy for me.
You know, honestly, that's how I feel like I win a lot of my games with this, is by deck out. Because if they can't handle the Miltank, I just pass. Which is what I'm going to do right now.
Alright, I'll draw. Just so I know, how many cards are left in your deck?
Let's see here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards left in my deck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that might be all my magma basins. Yeah, it's 4 magma basins in the discard.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna attach an energy to this Moltres. Do I want to? I'm just gonna not.
Okay.
And ooh, you know what? Route will do. It does damage for all Pokemon in play or just benched?
Just your benched.
Just my bench. So Route does how much damage?
If I put one more energy, it'll be 50. But if I put a powerful, it'll be 70.
70. Okay. And you can't Raihan, so that Miltank has 160 health.
Yes.
I don't think it'll matter much, but we'll try. We'll attach an energy, and I'll switch. And I'll hit you for 20 with Infernal Wings.
Alrighty.
Because then you'll hit into me, and then Infernal Wings' secondary effect activates.
That might be the play. I'll draw. Okay, and then Inferno Wings is doing...
It'll do 90 on this next turn.
90.
If you don't one-shot at this.
Okay, and I'll still be alive unless you play Tool Scrapper, which I'm hoping you don't, so I'll go ahead and play a Capture Energy and look through my deck real quick. Okay. Shuffle those 3 measly or 5 measly cards back together. Whatever if you can even call this a deck at this point. And I will route for 50.
Okay. I'll draw for turn. I'm gonna Ultra Ball. We're just gonna get rid of a Beebrel and a Quick Ball here. I just kind of want to see. Do I have a Tool Scrapper? I do not. So you're lucky. Right? I don't... There was a few things I considered putting in this deck, but I didn't want to make it like, I know what you're playing, so I'm going to build it to counter your deck, you know?
Yeah, I think your deck still has a fair shot of actually beating this. I mean, you're way ahead in prizes and all that good stuff. Like, I wouldn't sleep on Charizard Arceus, I'll be honest with you.
And from there, I'll hit you for 90.
Alright, bringing us up to 110. And I draw a card due to Lucky Energy.
Because I hit you. Which actually helps me because it's a turn more that you might... It's a turn faster you might deck out.
Yeah, that's the scary part. Alright, so I drew because of Lucky Energy and I have to draw for turn. So that is...
You have like 3 cards left.
Yeah, this is getting scary.
And I have a 330 health VMAX.
Yeah, this is going to be scary. I'm going to Crushing Hammer. It is a 4.
Okay.
I'm going to hit your Moltres. And then I'm going to... Cards left in deck? Okay. I'm going to make a play here. I'm going to attach a double turbo energy to my Miltank and then play Hyper Potion to remove it and heal it.
Sure.
From there, I will route for 50.
Okay, I have 100 damage on me. I'll draw. It is your turn.
All right, I will draw. I will play Blissey. And I will attach a capture energy onto it. Just kind of get a look in the deck here.
How many cards left are there?
Unfortunately, just 3. Not a good spot to be in. And I will switching cart. Bring up the Blissey. Because I believe you only swing 100 with the Charizard?
Yes.
Okay. So now I just kind of hope you don't have a double turbo. I will then Blissful Blast for 40.
Which is enough. I'm going to send up this Arceus. And I'll draw for turn. We're going to quick ball an Arceus, just this one. Crushing Hammers really helped because if I would have been okay if you did not if that 4th energy went onto this Charizard.
Yeah, I didn't want that to happen. In all honesty, that's Charizard VMAX is an extremely scary and powerful card.
I'm gonna pass.
All right, I will draw for turn here. I will go ahead and use a Blissful Blast, which is going to be doing 30, 60, 90, 150.
That's enough.
Plus 20, so 170 here.
Yeah, that puts me at... That's enough.
And go ahead and accelerate even more energy to the Blissey.
I'll draw for turn. I'm gonna put down a Charizard V. You have 2 cards left in deck.
That is correct, 2 cards.
I don't think I can make it 3 turns. I have 5. And you took 2 prizes. So, I think I'm gonna lose. All because of a silly misplay earlier in the game.
The double turbo throwaway.
Yeah, I didn't think that, because that energy being prized really hurt. Oh, I benched the Charizard V, I'm okay. I'm gonna Bird Keeper. Actually, how much damage is that Blissey doing? How many energy?
Enough. It's doing... Let's see here. It's easier if I do it this way. So that's 30, 60, 90, 120. That's another 120. So that's 240. With capture energy, that is 250 and 260 plus 10. Plus another 22 powerful energy. I believe that is 280 damage.
And what about the minus 40 from the double turbo?
They equal out due to the 2 powerful energy. I added 20 due to the 3rd powerful energy.
So it's doing 260.
Yeah, I believe so. So that's
okay.
120, 120. So that's 240 plus another 30. That's 250 plus 10. Yeah, it's just, I can knock out a V. I can knock out a V.
Okay.
I don't think I can knock out a V star or your V max.
Well, most I can do is Claw Slash for 100.
Okay. Boop. I will draw for turn. And I will play Boss's Orders.
Okay.
And we will Blissful Blast for knockout.
Yep. I'll draw for turn.
Oh, I got my 2 prizes.
I thought you had 3 left.
Was I at 3 left?
I might have miscounted. I don't remember, but we'll give it to you. I don't think I would have been able to recover.
All right. I will draw my 2 mulligan cards.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll help a ton. All right, let's do it. Good luck.
All right, good luck, man. Here we go.
I'll draw for turn. We'll go energy search.
All right. The lizards are scary Pokemon, I'll be honest with you. You got me thinking from our first game on a better route for me to take in this game.
Yeah, I'm thinking as well, which I don't like to do too often.
It's a thinking man's game. It's a thinking world out here. And my brain is not ready for it.
Your turn.
All right, I'll go ahead and draw. I will play Trekking Shoes, and I will discard the Yveltal and draw a card.
You don't want to cry destruction away my double turbo energies?
Nah, I think the hammers are pretty good for that. I mean, I get that it's like on a coin flip, but Yveltal has no protection. It's very easy to knock out, and that can really like make a difference in the prize trade later on.
Yeah, I was 1 prize away.
I think what I'm going to do here is I will attach a capture energy to Miltank. Take a gander through the deck. And we will grab ourselves a Blissey here. Get this thing all nice and shuffled up. And from there, I think it's alright to play Crushing Hammer.
Oh, speaking of.
It is a 1.
Very nice.
Alright, let's see here. Anything else I can do? I will quick ball away a double turbo energy.
Ooh, okay, okay. What do you got for me? A second Blissey, I'd imagine. Or it might be a second Miltank.
I'm gonna grab the other Miltank. Thin the deck out, and the main goal of this deck is pretty much discard as many energy as you can to build up a Blissey as fast as possible. While Miltank just kind of like doesn't take any hits.
Right.
All right, and from there we're going to Marnie.
Okay.
Would you like to cut my Marnie hand, sir?
If I had, someone suggested that I have a counter for every time someone suggests that I cut their hand or deck.
When I go to NAIC, I'm gonna literally write it down for every time it happens, because I think it's just a silly rule. Because most of the time people go right back in and shuffle anyway, so it doesn't make that much of a difference.
You never know.
I will pass it to you.
All right, we'll draw. I'm going to quick ball. We'll throw down a Charizard as well. You know we're getting that Heatran.
Yeah, there it is. I knew it. I was like, okay, he's quick balling a quick ball. That's going to be scary. My breath was held because I was hoping it was Prize.
We're going to Magma Basin, and we'll go Peony, get 2 trainer cards.
Alrighty.
We're going to go Evo Incense. And, oh god, I just dropped a card. And we'll go with a research for next turn again.
Alright, sounds good.
And then I'm going to not shuffle because I'm going to put this into my hand. Peony goes into the discard. We'll get ourselves an Evo Incense. Use it.
Alright.
Of course, we are getting the Charizard V-Star. The Radiant Arceus V-Star, I should say. And we're going to Starburst before that path comes down. We'll get a double turbo. And an experience share.
I like that experience share tech. I'm not going to lie. That is clean.
Yeah, I mean, for something like Radiant Heatran, where you don't want to put too much damage on it, but you still need energies. For something like Charizard, where you got to get that 4th, 5th energy, it can be really useful.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Still don't know why I'm shuffling, really. I'm going to attach the experience share to the Heatran. This obviously goes on to the Arceus, and then I will Trinity Nova for 0 damage, but I get some energies onto this Charizard V.
Alright, that sounds good. I will go ahead and draw for turn here. I will put a Cape of Toughness on Blissey. And I will play Avery. So I do need to draw. I will, from there... I will put a Capture Energy onto the Miltank, and we'll go ahead and look through the deck.
I gotta say, that Cape of Toughness doesn't really scare me as much with Charizard VMAX.
Yeah, because, I mean, man, the Charizard just hits like a train. Now, for other decks, I think this is like the perfect matchup, too, because it's like Charizard definitely has the ability to knock out Blissey's with Capes, and then Miltank's able to kind of just soften the blows a little bit. So I think this is like the perfect, fun matchup.
This is a very fun game. I do agree.
From here, I'm going to route for 50.
Okay. And I'll draw for turn. And I will research a Bibro. And we'll get our 7 cards. We're going to Ultra Ball a Bidoof and a Charizard V-Star.
Feel like that can only spell one thing for me, which is VMAX Charizard.
Yeah,
there he is. Oh, he's so big.
Hey, phrasing. I feel like no one knows what I mean when I say that.
Phrasing?
Yeah. I dropped a card out of dropped a card onto my desk, of course. It's from Archer, a very funny show.
Oh man, you know, I love the voice actor who plays Archer, but I've never actually seen Archer.
And I will yet again Trinity Nova for 0 damage.
All right. It makes me really happy to see that a card like Charizard VMAX that came out all the way back in Darkness Ablaze is seeing so much love in actual competitive play now.
And I got a single energy onto it.
All right. I will go ahead and draw for turn.
The one thing I desperately want more energies in this deck. I think I have 7. It's just not enough.
It runs pretty thin after a couple Trinity Novas.
Yeah.
I will play the Path to Peak here.
Sure. I don't have any more Roblox Pokemon, so whatever.
Not that it matters, but hey, that Magma base could be an issue later. I will attach a Lucky Energy to Blissey, and then I will Avery to draw 3. Okay, things are getting interesting here. I will go ahead and Quick Ball away a Dunsparce. Dunsparce is pretty useless in this matchup.
I'd say so.
And I'm going to go and grab my...
Maybe I have the random Galarian Moltres tech. Just a single fighting energy.
The Ydeer V from Astral Radiance.
Oh. Interesting.
Because I feel like a lot of people didn't realize that Ydeer doesn't state basic energy. It just states energy.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be annoying.
Put that in my hand, and from there I will just route for 50.
Okay, I have 100 damage. I'll draw for turn. Let's energy search.
Does he have the energy? He does, okay.
Yeah, we gotta start doing some stuff here.
Gotta start making money moves.
I wish I had like a Luminion or something that I can like search for a boss and like knock out that Blissey before it becomes problematic. But I don't. So, things to consider if you want to play this Charizard deck. First off, don't. Palkia, too powerful. Second, Luminion and more than 7 basic fire energies are probably where you want to go. And I'm just going to pass my turn. There's nothing I can do.
Alright, I will draw for turn here. And I will... I will put the Ydeer on the bench. I will attach a double turbo energy to it. And then I will route for 50.
Okay. This is a fun game.
This is you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of and I know this is a Pokemon channel, but this reminds me of old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you just kind of set pass and that was gameplay. Like there was nothing interactive about it.
I attach an experience share to Charizard and it's your turn.
Alright, I'll draw. Alright, this is getting a little out of hand here. I will attach a double turbo energy to Blissey, and then I will swing 50, and that'll be my turn.
We are doing a lot of stuff here.
We're doing big stuff. This is the most thrilling of gameplay you'll ever see.
Okay, your turn.
Alright, I'll draw. I will use Trekking Shoes. And I will discard the Cape of Toughness and draw a card. I will attach a powerful energy to Blissey. And I'm just gonna start making the game go faster here. I'll retreat Miltank. And I will bring up Blissey. And I will swing for 30, 60, 90, 120 damage.
Well, I had 200 damage on, so that's a KO. But this energy is going to go over to this Charizard. So, you have taken the first 2 prizes of this game.
And I'm just going to get knocked out.
I can barely fit this thing. So I'll draw for turn. And let's see. Yeah. I'm just gonna G-Max Wildfire.
Alright. And I will draw a card due to Lucky Energy.
And I'll take my 2 prizes.
I will draw for turn here. I will go ahead and attach a Capture Energy to Ydeer V. And you're swinging 100. So I could technically survive. But I feel like it might be best to pass.
Okay. I will draw.
I would like this Ydeer to be my answer to your Heatran.
I'm going to throw down this Magma Basin, and I'll use it onto this Heatran over here. Get 20 damage onto it. And let's... I'm going to Bird Keeper and draw 3. And just going to play Switch to set him back.
Okay.
And I think I will Quick Ball this Arceus. I'm going to go ahead and get a Moltres.
The other answer to the Mad Cow itself.
Yep. And with that, it's your turn.
All right, I will draw a card here. Really hoping that to be something else, but I will play Crushing Hammer here. It is a heads. I will target your Heatran. And then I will play Path to Peak. And that will be it for my turn.
All right, let's draw.
For anybody watching that just doesn't understand what control decks are or what stall decks are, they're going to be like, what is this cow doing? How is this happening right now?
Yeah, it's super irritating.
I'm so sorry, man.
I just have to pass.
All right, I'll draw. Play Trekking Shoes. Draw a card. I'll discard it and draw. I'll play a Crushing Hammer.
Oh my god.
It is a heads.
Oh, come on.
Heatran.
Yep.
And I will switch card the Miltank out. We'll just get the game moving again. We will go ahead and swing for 40, 80, 120 minus 20, 100 damage on Charizard.
Okay, 100 damage onto Charizard. I will draw. We will just Claw Slash for 100.
All right, I'll draw. Crushing Hammer. It is a heads, and we'll target Charizard. And I will swing for 100.
Okay, I'll draw. I'll attach the double turbo.
Ooh.
And Claw Slash.
Didn't see that coming.
Claw Slash for 80.
Alrighty. I will draw for turn. Ooh, this is dangerous. I'll go ahead and switch card. And that will heal 30 damage from my Widear. Switch card's such a great card. And I'll pass it to you, friend.
Alright, we'll draw. Your turn.
Alright, I will draw. Pass it to you. I'm so sorry this is happening.
I'll draw. Your turn.
I will put a powerful energy on Widear and pass it to you.
We'll draw. Your turn.
I will put a powerful energy on Miltank and pass it to you.
Your turn.
That's an interesting card, actually. I'll pass it to you.
We'll draw. Your turn.
I'll put a powerful energy on the Miltank. I will manually retreat the Miltank, and I will attack for 120 damage.
Okay, that leaves me with 10 damage left. That puts me at 320. I'll draw. Claw Slash for 80.
That'll be a knockout. I will draw. I will play Professor's Research. Need a double turbo energy here. We do not get. I'll put a Cape of Toughness on the Mill Tank and attach a Lucky Energy to it, and it'll be your turn from there.
Alright, I'll draw. What's that? There's kind of a glare. What's that last card on your bench? Is that another Mill Tank?
This is another Mill Tank.
Let's see. I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna pass.
Alright, I will draw. Attach a Capture Energy to Mill Tank. Look in the deck. Alright. And I will route for a knockout here.
Okay. You take 3 prizes.
Cows can handle dragons. That's interesting.
And 1 energy goes on to the Heatran because of experience share.
Okay.
And let's see. I'm going to promote the Moltres. And I'll draw for turn. I'm gonna Raihan.
Oh no.
We'll attach to the Heatran. Search my deck for a card. We'll get a Magma Basin. We'll use the Magma Basin. I'm gonna shuffle in just a second to go on to the Heatran. So now it takes 40. And we'll switch.
Okay.
And now I get to attack with Raging Blast for a lot of damage.
Yes, and I'll draw a card due to Lucky Energy. And bring Mill Tank up.
And I will take a prize.
And I will draw for turn. I will boss out the Moltres. And I will attach a Lucky Energy and pass. If you've got a switch or energy, we are dunskies here.
This is my hand. So
oh, okay.
So I have a few options.
That's what Switch Pass does to games.
I had literally 20 cards in my hand.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. I had a lot of fun.
Brendan, thank you so much for taking the time and a long time at that to play these games with me.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Again, thank you for having me. It's been so much fun.
And please go check out VolcanTurtleTCG. I have the links in the video description, and it was an absolute pleasure. I do enjoy watching your Twitch streams, so you know, if I enjoy them and you like watching me, then I guarantee you'll enjoy watching Brendan do his thing over there as well. But that's gonna do it. Thank you so much, Brendan.
Yeah, thank you.
So there you have it, Blissey Miltank vs Charizard VMAX and the Radiant Heatran, which was the star of the show and the only reason I even had a chance at winning. Obviously, anytime someone's playing some type of control wall decks, I don't want to say it gets boring because there are plays to be made, but there are going to be stretches where it is draw, pass, a little bit back and forth, where you're each trying to figure out what the best line of play is, and sometimes you're just looking for that one particular piece of the puzzle to really blow the doors open and make the game, you know, change the course of the game and force your opponent to play. And I do thank Brendan for, you know, maybe making some plays that he normally wouldn't have made in order to kind of get the video going and keep things from being too wally, if that makes any sense. So thank you again to Brendan for taking the time to stop by. I really do appreciate it. Again, VolcanTurtleTCG, links in the video description. And that's going to do it for us today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, found it a little informative. If you did, again, you can let me know by liking this video, leaving a comment, and telling me who you want to see me do these videos with next, and tag them, because they probably don't know about me. So it's up to you guys to let them know that I'm here, I do this series. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.